Wow. I'm too old and have been doing this too long. That's happened. That was, shit. I have no idea what happened. Welcome back to another episode of Fine Wine 216. As always, if this is your first time here, really appreciate you, however it is that you found this video, but I appreciate all of my consistent supporters for real. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Fine Wine 216. All right, so y'all remember this dude? Carlton was a contestant on a popular love reality show called Love is Blind on Netflix. Don't act like you don't know what Love is Blind is. Everybody was in the house for the pandemic. Everybody was watching the show. Now, the reason why I bring this up, he draws a direct parallel between his story on the show and the topic we're going to talk about today. So basically what happened, if you don't know what Love is Blind is, it's a reality dating show where it's basically speed dating, but you can't see who's on the other side. And then after the end of like a 4-week period, you're supposed to propose to the person that you want to be with. Very realistic. Now with Carlton, he proposes to this girl. They seem like they're madly in love. They finally see each other, and at some point Carlton discloses to the girl that he is bisexual. Now again, he thinks he's in love. He thinks there's nothing that can stop the trajectory of what they got going on, but instead this kind of changes how the girl sees him, and the relationship falls apart.
Fuck you, fucker.
Bye.
Kids, look, watch my ass to the next dick, boy.
No, watch your wig, because it keeps sliding.
Who
It's
the
been
fuck
sliding
do
since
you
day one.
think I am?
Your wig been
You
sliding
ain't married
since day
to no
one.
average bitch, boy.
Peace out.
Shut the fuck up.
Peace out.
Fuck. Ooh, you so fucking, ooh.
You mad because
And it honestly creates this paradox because on one hand, she had a right to know because she needs to make an educated decision about her life, but also on his end, I can see why he was nervous in telling her because exactly what he was afraid of happened. That being said, for this episode, I'm gonna do things a little bit differently. If you watch enough of these episodes, you could easily start to feel like I have all the answers.
You ain't got the answers, Sway.
This is one of the first times where I honestly don't know how I feel about this, but I want to create a dialogue. I want y'all to tell me what makes the most sense. I know the Carlton example had to do with his sexual orientation, which is completely different, but I think it still translates in terms of being nervous to tell your partner something that's personal to you, but can still have an overall effect on a relationship. So, should you tell your partner if you have a mental health issue? And if so, when should you tell them? So let's break down both sides of the equation. On one hand, you shouldn't, or at least not at first. Here's why. That information, like a lot of things that you can share about yourself, is extremely personal, sensitive, and private to you. And someone should have to earn the right to learn that information. That's just like you wouldn't go on a first date saying your deepest and darkest insecurities. Hi, my name is Kevin. I almost didn't make it to this first date because I generally don't like how I look and I think all of my clothes make me look fat. But here I am. Similarly,
All set.
Maybe that's my insecurity, that word. Similarly, I wouldn't just start talking about mental health issue because this is still new. And to be honest, it's so new to the point where you can realistically come and go out of my life without me having to mention it at all. Also, since this is still new, I want to say something that's going to scare you away. You can't make that make sense for real. I have to be strategic because if this person is dating like I am, and look, this is another insecurity that people with mental illness probably face. All things being equal, if you're dating just like I am, and you have the opportunity to make a decision between someone who has a mental illness and someone who doesn't, why would you ever make the decision to choose the harder path? That's the same reason why in Insecure, Nathan didn't let Issa know that he was dealing with bipolar issues until the situation presented itself. Yeah, side note, I'm a big Insecure fan. Y'all just have to get used to these references in my videos. Issa Rae, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, one day we gonna work together, but I'm getting sidetracked. Now, the other side of the argument is not as strong in terms of the number of reasons why you should tell, but it is still compelling enough to highlight. If I'm dealing with you, you have a mental health issue that could affect me, I deserve to know so that I can make an informed decision. You can honestly argue that by not telling me, you're being selfish because if you were concerned about me as a human being, you would care more about me knowing something that could affect the rest of my life more than you would be worried about me leaving you. There's two people in the equation. Both individuals have to think about how the decisions they make today can affect them for the rest of their lives. But by not telling me that information, you are disabling me from making an informed decision. So y'all let me know, because I honestly see both sides. Y'all think I should tell your partner if you have a mental health issue? And if so, when should you tell them? Last thing I say, let's say you're going on a first date, and on the day of the first date, something bad enough happens in your life. You could have gotten into it with your best friend, you could have lost your job, your dog could have died. If you get yourself together to actually go on this date, and this stranger
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
asks you how you're doing, are you really gonna tell them everything that's going on? Probably not. A little bit too heavy. I don't really know you like that. In the same breath, I'm not gonna give you a full rundown of my mental health history on a first date. A little bit too personal, a little bit too heavy. I don't really know you like that, but y'all let me know, because I only got a dog in this race.
What?
I don't really have a dog in this fight. I ain't got no damn dogs. Y'all let me know. I'm out.